Hello everybody, Tzilla here, and today we are here to talk about Godzilla Minus One. I have seen the movie. I went to the early access fan screening on November 29th and was able to see it in IMAX. And well, here is my spoiler-free thoughts on the movie. First, before we go into the movie itself, seeing Godzilla Minus One in IMAX was incredible. Godzilla looked huge. Going out to the IMAX theater wasn't just great for the visuals, though. Hearing the theme song and all the sound effects in those IMAX speakers was legendary. Hearing just those classic Godzilla themes, like I said, in the IMAX theater, that was a real treat. Now on to the movie itself. While Godzilla Minus One is definitely not my favorite of the newer Godzilla films, it's still one of the best movies I've seen this year. Godzilla Minus One is a fantastic movie, but I would still say it's a middle-tier Godzilla movie to me. That's not saying anything negative against Minus One, I just think most of the Godzilla movies are really good. To get some negatives out of the way, I found some of the editing in the movie kind of sloppy, and a lot of the dialogue scenes were shot in a way that didn't visually grab my attention. I just didn't find them as visually interesting as a lot of the dialogue and character scenes in Shin Godzilla. While all of the human characters were entertaining enough and the story got me through, it honestly wasn't my favorite thing. I have nothing negative per se against it, it just personally wasn't my cup of tea. The story honestly just wasn't my favorite thing. Now on to the positives. The action in this movie is super well directed. Godzilla himself is a treat. I went to Godzilla Minus One to see Godzilla, so I came out happy. The new Godzilla design for this movie is perfect. I love it. Seeing Godzilla on land just destroy buildings was the highlight of the movie for me. The water scenes were great and very tense, very Jaws-esque, as everyone's been saying, but seeing Godzilla back on land in Japan destroying buildings with his claws and tail, that was the best part to me. That was so awesome. Also, the atomic breath. Well, I'm not the biggest fan of the spikes jutting out of his back as he charges up. Feels like a toy gimmick to me. The atomic breath scene was fantastic. And I won't say anything else about that just to avoid spoiling anything. But yeah, Godzilla Minus One is a solid Godzilla movie. It definitely rehashes a lot of things from past Godzilla movies while still being somewhat original. The plan to defeat Godzilla in this movie reminded me a lot of the plan from the anime trilogy. Overall, Minus One may not be my favorite Godzilla movie, but this is a very, very good movie. I highly recommend it if you're a Godzilla fan, and if you're not, I think still I'd have to recommend this. It's just such a solid movie. I understand why it's getting such high praise and why everyone's rushing out to theaters to see this. It's only going to be in theaters for a week, so if you have the chance to see it, go out there, go see it. It's way better on the big screen, I can promise you that. Well, have you guys seen Godzilla Minus One? If you have, please go ahead, comment your thoughts down below. I'd love to read them and respond to them. But other than that, guys, thanks for listening, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.